Welcome to Hope Matters Radio.
Hey Marie, when we look at this, when Jean calls and says, hey, what do we leave or what do we take out? I think that's an interesting piece because there's oh, wow, I didn't know, there was an additional bar. There's a master suite that included a sitting area. That sort of surprise is very important. We don't need to always tell the whole story, do we?
Actually, telling the whole story can discourage them from making an appointment. So you want to entice them. You want to bring them in. That's the most important thing, not tell them everything.
And Sarah, when we look at this, I know before the show we were discussing that pictures being worth 1,000 words can be also very deceptive depending on the angle that the photographer has used, or in some instances, the angle that the real estate agent has taken from their cell phone. You share a little bit more of that.
I don't mind photos that exaggerate the size of a house. Like Marie and I differ slightly in this opinion. Photographs that make the rooms look bigger. I mean, my goal as someone's selling agent is to just get as many people through that house as possible. It's a numbers game. So the more people that see your house, the more likely I am to get an offer for that seller and it to be a better offer. Now, Marie may feel a little bit differently, but honestly, it's up to the seller to make that decision.
Well, one thing that Sarah had said earlier is you don't know who might fall in love with the house. And so getting them in there makes a lot of sense, and so often buyers think that this is what they want, and they buy something very, very different from what they told us that they wanted.
Yeah. That happens all the time.
Yeah.
Good point.
And it's a lot of that is a process that they are educating themselves with the more that they see. But that happens if you get a buyer's list in the beginning, and what they actually end up buying often is two entirely different things. But I just think presenting the house as best I can, even if it's a smaller home and I'm making it look a little bit bigger. Just my goal is to get all the feet on the street as I can get in there.
Now, for those people that find it very stressful to have that many people coming through their home, and find it even more stressful, for example, if you have smaller rooms and it's more desirable to have an open floor plan, and every time, if you have 8 appointments that day and 7 of the 8 appointments say the house is too small or the rooms are too small, if that's going to annoy you, then we want to have a better depiction of the actual size of the rooms and floor plans and be a little bit more honest in our photography and in our descriptions.
Hope Matters Radio is brought to you by the Real Estate Radio Network. Visit HopeMattersRadio.com for more information. That's HopeMattersRadio.com.